You wanna know what's really weird about the iPhone 17? It's the fact that when you use it day to day, when you have also the 17 Pro, it feels like the Pro phone most of the time. Apple did so much to close the gap this year between the regular iPhone 17 and the Pro models that unless you need all of those niche Pro features of its bigger brother, this might be the year to save a ton of money and just skip the Pro outright. I've had this phone in my possession for about a month now, and we're going to take an in-depth look at its design, performance and battery life, cameras, and relative value on the market to answer if this is the right phone for you. Starting off with design, the absolute best thing about the iPhone 17 is the fact that it comes in a variety of beautiful colors that match every kind of personality. I have the mist blue color and it looks super clean in person. This color is quite good with fingerprints as well, barely noticeable if you care about that stuff. The way it feels in the hand is about as good as it gets with the smooth rounded corners and aluminum body, and it's much lighter than you'd expect, making this a nice phone to use, for example, while holding it above your face while lying down. We are finally getting 120 Hz ProMotion with always on display, essentially the exact same panel we have been seeing in the Pro iPhones for years now. If you've never used a high refresh rate panel before, I promise you guys, you will feel a difference in the smoothness of your iPhone, especially with the new iOS update, where I felt it never quite felt that good on the base iPhone 16, which only has 60 Hz. Like, it felt like that OS was designed solely for refreshed or higher refresh panels. And as for the always on feature, this is incredibly useful as well for anyone who hasn't experienced this yet either. Being able to check the time at a glance without having to touch your phone is awesome. In addition to your iPhone being a proper bedside alarm clock now with a constant visual display at all times. The display also gets extremely bright at 3000 nits peak outside, same as the Pro, so there's no trade-offs here, with the same 3 times improved scratch resistance on the front display glass. Does this mean that you should just ditch a case altogether? It's entirely up to you, to be honest, but I think that if you are prone to breaking your phone, regardless of what Apple has communicated about the durability of the front glass, just put a case on here, put your mind at ease, and move on. I would assume, like most of you watching, you haven't upgraded your iPhone in years, so I think it is still worth taking the time to mention all of the new features over the years that Apple has been adding that you might not be aware of. Dynamic Island is this cool UI that transforms and shows info based on the app running in the background. A customizable action button is here to do any action you want with a single press quickly. Camera control, which honestly is going to be the least useful of the bunch, but still worth mentioning, is a way for you to quick launch the camera app and give you touch sensitive control over adjustments of the photos you are taking. And of course, USB-C charging to match most of the other devices in your house. This portion of the video is brought to you by SOUNDCORE. There are so many moments throughout my day where I want to capture ideas without breaking my focus, whether I'm listening to podcasts like Dr. K or Diary of a CEO, or later this year when I'm at creator events hearing speakers share insights about their products. I always want to remember the good stuff, and that's hard to do when I'm trying to capture notes at the same time. That's why I've been using the SOUNDCORE Work. It's been such a helpful tool because it lets me fully listen without worrying about missing something important. I can just clip it on, press one button, and forget about it. Everything I want to remember gets recorded automatically while I stay present. And when something really stood out, I can double tap the top to mark that moment, so later when I open the app, those exact parts are highlighted in red on the transcript for quick access to the most important parts. Beyond that, the app experience is clean and easy to use. It gives you transcripts, AI summaries, skips the quiet parts, and the built-in AI can even explain things you don't understand in your notes. The device itself is smaller than a coin and made from aluminum, so it feels premium even though it weighs almost nothing. It stores up to 250 hours of audio on its own, has privacy protection built in, and works with Apple Find My if you ever do misplace it. So yeah, I think this is perfect for students who have lectures or people who are in business meetings or creators at events. Basically anybody who wants to listen more intently without having the burden of having to take notes or write down key points. So if you want to try this out for yourself, use SOUNDCOREAI for $35 off for a limited time, and you'll also get 6 months free of the Pro plan. So be sure to click the links at the top of the description down below to get access to the SOUNDCORE Work today. When it comes to performance and battery, Apple actually did a lot here that may not be immediately obvious. Like for one, the iPhone 17 charges even faster over a wire, with you being able to go from 0 to 50% in just 20 minutes, as long as you're using a 40-watt adapter, or 0 to 50% in 30 minutes via MagSafe with a 30-watt adapter, which honestly is extremely useful, especially if you are in a hurry and you forget to charge your phone, like me all the time. I forget to charge my phone all the freaking time. Apple also rated the battery to be up to 10 hours longer for video playback versus an iPhone as old as the 13, and up to 8 hours longer than just last year's iPhone 16. In real world use for battery, I've had no problem bringing this phone to the very deep end of the day. I'm talking like 10 p.m. without any hiccups or battery anxiety. Like it just lasts quite a long time. Part of why we see these gains in battery life is due to the new A19 chip powering the 17. Everything just feels super fluid and smooth than iOS 26 with very little issues. I spent time playing what I feel might be the best mobile game ever, Destiny Rising for iPhone. I think I've mentioned it many times already in a bunch of my iPhone videos. You gotta play the game, it's awesome. And it just runs like a dream on here when you pair it with something like a Backbone 1 controller. Editing my photos in Lightroom has also given me zero issues, and it just feels even snappier than I remembered. Everything just about the software experience has been smooth, and also no major thermal issues yet, which is surprising because there's nothing changed about how it manages heat, but I'm assuming the A19 chip just isn't going to be as like performant hungry as A19 Pro, which has that vapor chamber cooling. So something to consider. Also, if you haven't upgraded your iPhone in a while, you will gain access to Apple Intelligence, for better or worse. There are some kind of useful things that are worth sharing just to kind of keep everybody caught up. The cleanup tool allows you to quickly remove things in the background in your photos, which can be pretty useful and it works pretty well. Visual Intelligence lets you ask questions about stuff on your screen or from your camera to the AI and get pretty comprehensive results. Fair warning though, like outside of like those couple of things, Apple Intelligence in its current form is just politely generally pretty uneventful. Like I don't find myself using it very often, so I can't recommend you go out and buy this solely because you get access to Apple Intelligence. Like, don't make that a reason to buy the phone. Because unfortunately, other companies do AI better than Apple as of today, like the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. But who knows, maybe that will change in the future. When it comes to the cameras, the iPhone 17 has a few upgrades that do make a noticeable difference overall to the experience. The most notable being the brand new 18 megapixel center stage selfie camera. With the tap of a button, you can expand the view of the selfie to be ultra wide and fit a ton more people within your frame. You can even make changes to the aspect ratio to take landscape selfies without needing to rotate your iPhone. Moving to the back of the iPhone though, we still get a dual camera system, but now both the main lens and the ultra-wide lens are now 48 megapixels, which makes this camera system that much closer to the pros in a lot of ways. You get quite a bit of detail within your photos, and I don't think anyone will be disappointed with how they came out on here. They have that classic natural iPhone color look that we've come to know and love, or maybe you don't like it, who knows, but if you want to change the way that the iPhone looks for photos, it does have photographic styles baked into here, so you can make adjustments on the go, and my personal favorite is the gold preset with a slight bump in saturation. In terms of video, the one thing I did want to mention is how fun the new dual capture mode is. Being able to record what you see and your reaction to that at the same time is awesome. Okay, so with everything that we've discussed, how good is the iPhone 17 compared to the rest of the market, and should you buy one? Well, if it's not obvious, it's pretty damn good, man. Like, this might be the first time in years that the iPhone 17 might be the best value, feature-packed, all-round base iPhone you can buy from any major smartphone manufacturer. It has a clean design, fantastic ProMotion display, stellar cameras, top-tier performance thanks to A19, like the list goes on, guys. This phone is truly the whole package, and it doesn't cost like a mountain of money to get all this stuff either. There's probably really good carrier deals right now going on, or you can trade in your phone and not have to pay a whole lot. and you get all this, and the phone's gonna last a long time. And Apple iPhones always have the best resale value out of any other phone that you buy. So when you wanna upgrade in the future, you can sell this iPhone 17 at a pretty good rate compared to other stuff. Anyways, that is iPhone 17. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I'm on my way to 80,000 subscribers, and drop a like, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next one. Peace.